All right, Shemaya, it's Spurs Chisme time. Let's get it going here, buddy.
So, like, I hear about the Spurs this y Spurs that, y como que esto y esta, pero I never hear about the real Spurs chisme. Dime, por favor.
All right, Derek. Spurs Chisme is this across social media, mainly Twitter, because Spurs Twitter is a viable thing. It's real. It's real out there. Derrick White has been not come under fire per se, but people are starting to question what the hell is wrong with Derrick White. They are saying that his numbers are down. He doesn't look good. It's not the same Derrick. Yeah, he takes a charge here and there, but it's not the player that everyone is expecting him to be right now. He's had better years. He's not having that year now. Obviously, the chisme is Derrick White. That is what we're going to talk about now because social media is questioning, is Derrick White a part of the Spurs' future now? I saw that a couple of times. How do you go from Derrick White being one of the best players on the team to a couple of people out there saying, should we even have Derrick White on the team with DeJounte starting to emerge?
Well, Derrick has been injured, I believe, the last couple of years. He's been having the little nagging injuries, and as we know, that can affect you in many ways, especially an organization that is trying that has specific goals. And when you look at Derrick White, I think he's a very good player. I thought that would be a good backcourt with him and DeJounte. But if you look at it, they're very similar players. They play very good defense. Neither one of them are a great scorer. So I don't know if they're too much the same. Why do you need two guys that are the same? And I started looking at it last year, them moving Derrick White, to be honest. And I don't think it's just because of his play. I don't think he's an erratic guy. But when you have two guys that are very similar and then one of them starts getting injuries, you have to look at possibly making a move. So if you be honest about it, I said they had a big backcourt. I could see Lonnie being in a trade deal. I could see Derrick White being in a trade deal, and Thaddeus Young. I could see the three of them being moved for a potentially really good player out there. So we have to sit by and see what happens.
Yeah, you're adding more fuel to that chisme fire on social media because, like I said, they've kind of started questioning Derrick on all this, and it kind of affects me in a way because I always felt Derrick was the better player over DeJounte overall. But then again, starting to see again the beginning of the season, DeJounte's playing amazing ball right now. Derrick is struggling a little bit. Then what if it flip-flops? Derrick becomes, the player that he was before. DeJounte kind of takes a little step back. It's a really hard thing to go through with this team because those two guys, like you said, very similar. I mean, similar styles. I think Derrick is the better defender, can we say?
Yeah, you could say it's close, but I think DeJounte has better leadership skills, qualities. I think Pop is really high on DeJounte Murray. I think the NBA is high on DeJounte Murray, and that's why I think the Spurs wouldn't try to move him. I think he has people think he has a very high ceiling, and the guy is young. He's relentless, and if you look at it, if it came down to which guy would you take for your team, DeJounte or Derrick White, then you start factoring in the injuries and the leadership. The leadership is the reason I would take DeJounte Murray. I think his future is still bright.
You're really making me eat my words from the beginning of the year when I said there was no leader on this team. And I'm starting to see how DeJounte is becoming that leader that the Spurs are hoping that he does become. So I apologize again. I don't apologize all the time. I don't apologize for anything, but I do apologize for that. Shemaya knows because him and I got into a spat on another show previously because he took Whataburger over Burger Boy. And I already told him if he ever does that again, he's out the door. And I'm not bringing him back. That's it. This is his only chance here. So it's Burger Boy for life.